Have you ever found yourself scrolling endlessly? Just one more video, one more post, and suddenly hours have vanished. That was my life. Every morning started the same way. Alarm off, phone on. I'd dive headfirst into a sea of social media notifications, emails, and news alerts before my feet even touched the floor. My brain felt like a browser with 100 tabs open, all before I'd even had my coffee. I was living in a constant state of distraction. My focus was shattered. I'd try to work, but the phantom buzz of my phone would pull me away. Conversations with friends and family felt incomplete, because part of my mind was always somewhere else. Wondering what was happening online, I was physically present, but mentally, I was miles away, lost in the digital noise. I was chasing dopamine hits from likes and shares, but it left me feeling empty and unproductive. My big goals, the dreams I had for my career and personal growth, were collecting dust on a shelf while I wasted my most valuable resource, my time. One evening, after another day slipped through my fingers, I looked at my screen time report. The number was staggering. It was a harsh wake-up call. I realized I wasn't in control. My phone was. I was a passenger in my own life, and I knew something had to change. I decided right then and there to take back control. It wasn't about demonizing technology, but about using it intentionally, not letting it use me. So, I began my journey into discipline. It started small. The first rule was simple but incredibly hard. No phone for the first hour of the day. Instead of scrolling, I started my mornings with a short walk, or hornelling, or just sitting with a cup of tea, letting my thoughts settle. The first few days were brutal. The urge to check my phone was like a constant itch. My mind screamed for that familiar rush of information. But I resisted. Slowly, something amazing began to happen. The fog in my head started to clear. By replacing scrolling with intentional activities, I rediscovered the quiet joy of the morning. I felt more centered, more prepared for the day. My mind wasn't cluttered with other people's opinions or curated highlight reels. It was my own space. This small win gave me the confidence to introduce more discipline. Next, I tackled my work hours. I started using the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of focused, uninterrupted work, followed by a 5-minute break. During those 25 minutes, my phone was in another room, on silent. It was out of sight, out of mind. The first few sessions were a struggle. My brain, so used to constant stimulation, rebelled against the single-task focus, but I persisted. And the results were astounding. I was getting more done in a few focused hours than I used to in an entire day of distracted, fragmented effort. The quality of my work improved dramatically. I felt a sense of accomplishment I hadn't felt in years. That feeling, the deep satisfaction of completing a challenging task, was far more rewarding than any number of likes on a post. I was creating value, not just consuming content. My social life changed too. When I was with people, I made a conscious effort to put my phone away. I wanted to be fully present. I started listening more deeply, engaging in conversations without the mental pull of my digital life. My relationships deepened. I realized how much I had been missing. The subtle cues, the shared laughter, the genuine connection that can only happen when you give someone your undivided attention. Discipline also opened up time for my passions. With the hours I reclaimed from mindless scrolling, I started learning to play the guitar, something I'd always wanted to do. I started reading books again, real, physical books. I spent more time in nature, hiking on weekends, disconnecting from the grid to reconnect with myself. My life started to feel richer, more textured, and infinitely more interesting than the flat two-dimensional world on my screen. It is important to say that this wasn't becoming a productivity machine or a Luddite who hates technology. It was about reclaiming my agency. It was about deciding how I wanted to spend my time and energy. Discipline wasn't a punishment. It was the ultimate form of it was the tool that allowed me to build a life aligned with my values, not with the algorithms of a social media platform. The journey wasn't a straight line. There were days I slipped up, fell back into old habits, but the difference was, I was now aware of it. I didn't beat myself up. I just acknowledged the slip, remembered how much better my life was with discipline, and got back on track the next day. It's a continuous practice, not a one-time fix. If you feel like you're drowning in distraction, I want you to know that you can find your way back to shore. Start small. Pick one tiny habit. Maybe it's putting your phone away during meals. Or maybe it's the no phone for the first hour rule. Find what works for you. The goal is to create intentional space in your day, to choose what you give your attention to. Your attention is your most precious currency. Don't give it away for free. Invest it in yourself, in your goals, in your relationships, in the things that truly matter to you. The path of discipline might seem hard at first, but the freedom and fulfillment you'll find on the other side are worth every bit of the effort. You have the power to design your life. Don't let an algorithm do it for you. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, I'd love to hear about your own experiences in the comments. And if you want more content about living an intentional life, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.